Welcome back to NT Coins World. Today, we're diving into the fascinating realm of Lincoln Cents, specifically two remarkable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change or perhaps sitting in your collection. Each coin has its own unique story, rarity, and value. So let's explore the 1973 S Lincoln Cent in fine condition and the 1991 D Lincoln Cent, also in fine condition. Prepare to be amazed as we uncover the mintage, intriguing errors, varieties, historical context, and current market values for these delightful collectibles. Let's kick things off with the 1973 S Lincoln Cent. The San Francisco Mint struck this coin, and it's one of the more interesting pieces from the Lincoln Cent series. The coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse showcases the famous Lincoln Memorial. The 1973 S Lincoln Cent is noteworthy not just for its design, but because it falls into the type of coin that speaks volumes about the year it was minted. Starting with mintage, the 1973 S Lincoln Cent had a total production of approximately 3,253,840 coins. While this number might not seem exceedingly low, it is essential to consider the condition and specific qualities that can elevate its value. Coins struck at the San Francisco Mint, particularly the ones with an S mint mark, often are more sought after by collectors, especially when they exhibit fine condition. Now, onto errors and varieties. When discussing the 1973 S Lincoln Cent, many enthusiasts are particularly interested in the possibility of finding a doubled die. Although it might not be as well known as some of the other varieties from later years, there are still examples out there that feature slight doubling that can significantly enhance value. However, these are not extremely common, so collectors often have to keep their eyes peeled for the right specimens. The existence of a doubling effect means that prices can leap from the standard value to anywhere from $50 to $700 or more for an identified doubled die. Let's talk about historical context. The year 1973 was a time of both economic and political shifts in the United States. The Vietnam War was winding down, societal upheaval was present, and a greater push for civil rights was well underway. Coins from this era can evoke feelings of nostalgia and historical awareness for collectors and numismatists alike. The 1973 S Lincoln Cent reflects a transitional period, and owning one can feel like a connection to a pivotal time in American history. Now for market estimates. In fine condition, the 1973 S Lincoln Cent can fetch prices ranging from $20 to $40, depending on the seller and buyer's assessment of its quality. However, if you happen to find a specimen in a higher grade, particularly MS65 or better, you might be looking at a value trajectory that approaches $70,000. Yes, you heard that right. High-grade examples are incredibly scarce, and serious collectors know the potential value of these coins. Transitioning from the specific qualities of the 1973 S Lincoln Cent, let's shift our focus to the second coin on today's list, the 1991 D Lincoln Cent. While this coin may outwardly appear more typical, its unique characteristics and the context of its minting is captivating in its own right. The 1991 D Lincoln Cent is another noteworthy addition to the penny lineup. Struck at the Denver Mint, this particular coin features a mint mark D that designates its origin. The 1991 D Lincoln Cent was produced in significant quantities, with around 4,135,000,000 coins being minted that year. This explosion in production might imply a lower rarity overall, but don't let the sheer numbers fool you, as this coin has some hidden gems within. Collecting pennies may seem mundane to the uninitiated, but specific years can host mysterious errors that noticeably shape market value. The 1991 D Lincoln Cent is celebrated among some numismatics for instances of rare die varieties that can elevate its desirability. A specific feature to look for is the closed date variety, which occurs when the digits in the date appear to be closer together than typical examples. Such a variety can cause the coin's value to increase substantially, with some collectors willing to pay upwards of $50 to $100 for a well-preserved specimen. Examining the historical context, The nation was experiencing economic turmoil at the beginning of the 1990s. The early 90s marked the tail end of an economic recession that impacted many Americans. As the country regained its footing, coins like the 1991D became a small, tangible reminder of a recovering economy. Emblematic of resilience, every penny minted during challenging economic times carries a story of perseverance, the perfect narrative for any coin collector. Now let's dive into market estimates for the 1991 D Lincoln cent in fine condition. You might expect to find it priced as low as 50 cents to $1.50 in typical average condition. However, if you dig deeper and happen upon an error or higher grade examples, expect offers upwards of $5,000 to $20,000. Yes, even a seemingly common date can have extraordinary value depending on the specific details. Both the 1973 S and the 1991 D Lincoln cents hold critical places within the larger tapestry of American coinage. Collectors today cherish these two coins for their unique stories and residual connections to the world around them. From the historical perspectives that shape their design to the elusive errors that emerge during minting, both coins illustrate that even small pieces of metal can tell grand tales. As we conclude our journey through the value-laden and captivating lives of the 1973 S and 1991 D Lincoln cents, remember to examine your collections and keep your eyes peeled for these gems. Whether for nostalgic keepsakes or as investment pieces, Lincoln cents continue to enchant and engage audiences worldwide. Thanks for tuning in to NT Coins World. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon so you never miss another deep dive into the world of numismatics. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your pennies hold the stories of their eras solidly within your hands.